Hi, thank you for coming to Get Out of Bed YouTube channel. For more information, go to www.getoutofbed.net. So, I just wanted to get into my own personal benefits just because I've noticed the last few days just how happy that I am that I really started this whole semen retention, quitting pornography, just how much it actually has benefited my life. Although not perfect, although I still have times of just difficulties and temptations do come up, obviously, as any man does, going through this life. But the difference is now I have the strength and the willpower to get through these things that I would have just caved right away. So I just want to get into my just personal benefits. And so, one, for semen retention, two, for quitting porn. So, number one, for semen retention, my energy. Your energy just absolutely, it just goes tenfold. For example, you go to the gym, just like I went to the gym today. I was sick last week. I was sick for a whole week. And the fact that I was just able to just get back up, go back to the gym and run 4.5 miles. And it's ridiculous. I'm not like a huge guy. At the gym I look pretty average. Actually sometimes I look even skinny. But I go to the gym and I'm able to just squat ridiculous amounts of weight. People in the gym are looking, how's this skinny guy able to do that? And really, I believe that's a lot has to do with semen retention. I would bet on it. So, as well, number two, focus. So I am able to just sit down and actually focus like I wasn't able to before. Now, that comes with things like going to the gym and balancing that energy out. But these are just right now, I'm just sharing personal benefits here. So I'm able to just focus like I've never been able to before. And really, I just turned 30, so that helps. I have a woman that I love. That's another benefit, absolutely, from both of these, that you just are not able to get a good woman in your life if you're doing these things. I don't think. Maybe you can, but you're not going to really keep her. So focus, getting that kind of ADD thing out. Everybody's ADD today. That really helps. Obviously, you have to kind of sit down, maybe do some meditations, do some affirmations, things like that to actually get that under control. But I would say focus and being able to really pinpoint what it is that you want to do in your life. This semen retention absolutely helps. Now, look. Men in their 40s, they actually start becoming more successful. 40s, 50s. Why is that? Because they're not hyper focused on sex. And, obviously, I'm not saying that goes away or whatever. I'm sure it doesn't. But you're able, like when you're 20s, in your teens, you're absolutely just infatuated with that. So, very hard to focus, right? So, number three, spiritual. Your spiritual, how do you say it? Your spiritual focus. Your spirituality just absolutely gets strong. How do I say it? It manifests just tenfold. So if your dreams and your visions get more profound, you're able to actually tap into spirituality very quickly. For example, like there were priests back in the day, maybe even still to this day, monks, things like that. But monks didn't have wives. But there were priests in Christian denominations, Catholic things, well, Catholic too. Anyway, actual Orthodox priests, let's just say, in the Christian, they were not allowed to go back into the church if they had sex with their wife for about 10 days. So you'll notice within that 10 days is really when you're at your kind of spiritual height. You're able to just tap in and wow, you can feel it up your spine. And you can just feel like you're connected with God in some kind of much stronger way than if you're ejaculating all the time. So certainly your spiritual dynamic, as well as shamans. I've worked with a lot of shamans. I've done a lot of ayahuasca ceremonies, things like that. It's much better if you don't do anything like that for, I would say, months prior. I mean, I wouldn't even touch yourself if you're going to go do some shamanic work, with ayahuasca. I wouldn't even touch yourself because you're going to have the experience spiritually, that's where all that will kind of consolidate. All that energy that you sort of absorbed will then be allowed to kind of express itself during those ceremonies. Anyway, if you're not doing ceremonies, it can just do that. If you're doing prayer, if you're doing meditation, it just really hits you. Then it comes very full force. So 3 benefits of quitting porn. So your confidence. How many times when you're sitting there doing that, watching these bad videos, and you go out into the world, you're just not yourself. You might have bags in your eyes. You're not the strength that you know that you normally would be. And that hurts, and that's terrible. You can barely even look people in the eyes, I just remember that so bad. Ugh. Quitting porn, your confidence, that just naturally skyrockets. Much goes faster. It goes just much better. 2, your self-respect. So obviously, if you're doing that stuff, if you're ejaculating, if you're watching these videos, you can't respect yourself. You can barely even look yourself in the mirror. You can't even look yourself in the eyes. How are you supposed to? How is other people supposed to respect you too? You just know it's not right. And when you actually quit this stuff, you can really pick up on when men are doing that. You can just kind of see it. You can see it. You can tell. People just get kind of weird. They don't have the power and strength that they normally would have, or the self-respect that they normally would have. So quit. These are just really, really extreme benefits. These are benefits that you notice within a month, easily, on both ends, within a month, no problem. You work with me, you sign up for the monthly service, you will see these benefits drastically amongst many, many more. Peace, a sense of peace that you actually feel. I mean, you have to work to that. You have to get to that piece, and everybody's different. The first month you might not experience that right away. This might be after some years of really doing it and really getting that, and you can start to feel love and just strength and kind of God's love in your heart. Hopefully sooner, but this is something that's really worth it. It's just even talking about this just making me feel really good and really centered and grounded and peaceful that you just don't have when you're watching these things and you're ejaculating all the time. You just don't have a sense of peace. So anyway, these are just real quickly the personal benefits that I've really experienced, and it's just something I want to share with you. If you have more interest, go ahead, www.getoutofbed.net, and check out what we're doing. And if you feel like signing up, there are options to do so. If you want to reach out to me, go ahead and email me or give me a call even. Okay, you guys have a great day.